So President Trump just signed the most aggressive anti-drug directive in American history. We're not talking about more border agents or tougher sentences. We're talking about the Pentagon deploying special forces against drug cartels. So this isn't enforcement anymore, guys. This is war. And this isn't even the best part. The classified directive treats these cartels exactly like ISIS, and Mexico is already pushing back against what's coming. So let me break down what this means for America's fight against the fentanyl crisis, killing over 100,000 Americans every year. So my name's Tom. I'm with the Daily Beltway. I'm also publisher of the Illinois Review and a White House correspondent for the Next News Network. And guys, we are a growing channel, and every like, comment, and subscription helps us bring you the news the mainstream media will not cover. So hit that subscribe button right now and join the fight. So, on August 8th, President Trump signed a classified Pentagon directive authorizing military force against designated drug cartels. These aren't just criminal organizations anymore. They're foreign terrorist organizations facing the full force of American power. So we got a clip from Trump when he was on the campaign. He was talking about getting rid of these cartel boys, and let's see where he gets into.
Heroin, meth, and other lethal drugs are pouring across our wide-open border, stealing hundreds of thousands of beautiful American lives, and it's happening like never before in our history. Children are being left without parents, families are being ripped apart, communities are being decimated, our neighbors and fellow citizens are having their entire worlds destroyed like nobody thought possible. Our country is being poisoned from within by the drugs and by all of the other crime that's taking place. The drug cartels are waging war in America, and it's now time for America to wage war on the cartels.
This is actually an executive order.
So right after he made that speech, he was president, and then I think it was day one, he signed this executive order.
Designating the cartels and other organizations to be foreign terrorist organizations.
That's a big one.
Yes, sir.
People have wanted to do this for years. So they are now designated as terrorist organizations, foreign, and Mexico probably doesn't want that, but we have to do what's right. They're killing our people. They're killing 250, 300,000 American people a year, not 100, like has been reported for 15 years. It's probably 300,000.
Today.
So, the directive authorizes Navy SEALs and Delta Force to conduct targeted raids on cartel strongholds. The Navy will impose blockades on cartel maritime routes throughout the Western Hemisphere. Cyber warfare units will hack into cartel communications and financial networks. All of this builds on the executive orders that Trump just signed in January. Just showed you guys the videos. And that designated 10 criminal organizations as foreign terrorist groups. That's the Sinaloa, the Jalisco New Generation, Tren de Aragua, MS-13 from El Salvador. These groups control the fentanyl pipeline, destroying American communities. And now the Pentagon can treat them exactly like they treated bin Laden, except they're finding them right away. So, Attorney General Pam Bondi just escalated this even further. She's offering $50 million for information leading to the arrest of Venezuela dictator Nicolas Maduro. Check this out.
He is one of the largest narco traffickers in the world and a threat to our national security. Therefore, we've doubled his reward to $50 million. Under President Trump's leadership, Maduro will not escape justice, and he will be held accountable for his despicable crimes. If you have any information to bring this criminal to justice, call 1-202-307-4228 or go online.
So that is double the previous reward. And Bondi accused Maduro of narco-terrorism, saying that he protects groups like Tren de Aragua and facilitates drug shipments into American communities. So what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that using the military force against these drug cartels is good? Should we treat drug dealers like the terrorists that they are? Drop your thoughts in the comments, guys. My answer is yes. So this is where everything changes. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum immediately rejected any U.S. military intervention on U.S. soil or Mexican soil. She's claiming sovereignty while these cartels operate paramilitary forces that rival her own military in firepower. Meanwhile, they're shipping enough fentanyl to kill every American multiple times over. The directive allows drone strikes, special forces raids, naval interdiction, and covert operations to inflict maximum damage on those terrorist organizations. And officials emphasize this is self-defense against foreign threats poisoning our republic. These organizations generate over $100 billion annually through human trafficking, kidnapping, extortions, and arms smuggling. Sounds like great guys, huh? Wonderful. How can the Mexican president defend these people? They're not just drug dealers, they're transitional terrorist armies waging war on American families. And this represents the most aggressive U.S. stance since we invaded Panama in 1989 to capture Manuel Noriega. And Reagan called drugs a national security threat, but no president has authorized direct military action against cartels operating on this scale. If you guys got value from this update, tap subscribe. My opinion is coming up. And here's what this really means for everyday Americans. For decades, we've watched our government treat these cartels like a law enforcement problem while they operated like terrorist armies. We've lost over 100,000 Americans annually to overdoses while politicians talked about treatment programs. It's insane. President Trump just ended that failed approach. These cartels have declared war on America through fentanyl, human trafficking, and violence that spills across our border daily. They corrupt foreign governments, operate with military-grade weapons, and generate more revenue than most Fortune 500 companies. And traditional law enforcement was never going to stop organizations this sophisticated. And now we're treating them what they actually are, guys. Foreign terrorist organizations threatening our national security. Mexico can complain about sovereignty all they want, but their inability to control these groups has forced America's hands. And when your neighbor's house is on fire and they won't let you call the fire department, eventually that fire threatens your own home. The $50 million bounty on Maduro sends a clear message to every corrupt leader protecting these operations. You're either with America in this fight or you're complicit in poisoning our citizens and children. This isn't about foreign intervention for its own sake. This is about protecting American families from an invasion of deadly drugs, claiming more lives than any foreign war. Some will call this escalation. I call it long overdue defense of our republic. When foreign organizations wage war on your people, you respond with overwhelming force to end that threat permanently. And I've been wanting this and praying for this to happen. The cartels thought they could hide behind corrupt governments while destroying American lives for profit. They just discovered that President Trump's America does not negotiate with terrorists. We eliminate them. So guys, stay vigilant, stay informed, and remember that defending our republic from foreign threats is what real patriots demand. God bless.